Welcome back for Takedowns, week 2, 8A. So we've got a fun warm-up. We're going to learn some new takedown techniques, which are going to be pretty cool. We'll touch on our form, and then we have an awesome game to end us out. But first thing we need to do is just get warmed up and get moving, make sure that we're not hurting our bodies, getting a little more flexible, that good stuff. So we're going to start by running in place. Let me see hands up. Let me see run in place, run in place, run in place. Good, nothing too crazy. Good, let me see high knees. Excellent. All right, freeze. That was pretty good. Okay, we want to see your highest jump. So when we jump, I want you to pick your knees up. So we don't want to jump like that, where my legs are dangling down. I want you to jump like Spider-Man. So you're going to jump, knees come up as high as you can, and we're going to key up once we get to the top. Okay, let's try. Ready, get set, and jump. Key up. Good. See if you can jump higher than me. Ready? And go. Key up. One more. Ready? And go. Key up. Good. The next one is duck. So let me see hands up. Whenever we duck, it's very important we keep our eyes straight. We don't want to duck like this. That's a bummer. So we keep our hands up. We're going to duck down and come back up super speed. If you want to bob and weave a little bit, that's great. If you just want to duck straight down, that's great too. Ready? And go. Kia. Ready? Go. Kia. Kia. As fast as you can. One more. Ready? And go. Kia. Very good. Now we're going to put it all together. Run in place. If I say jump, we're going to jump. If I say duck, we'll duck. And we'll keep running. So let me see run in place, run in place, run in place. Just hanging out. Just running down the street. Out of nowhere, ninja comes. You're going to swing at your head. Ready? Duck. Kia. Good. Keep running, keep running. Ready? Jump. Kia. Keep running. Ready? Jump. Kia. And duck. Kia. Very good. Whew. All right, now we're going to move on to our magic dice. So the way it's going to work, Mr. Craig or I are going to hit the dice. It's going to fall on the ground. We're going to do the exercise that it lands on. We're just going to try 2 of them. Mr. Craig, you want to go first for us?
Yes, sir.
You want me to toss it or you want me to just hold it?
Let's start with the hold.
Oh.
Is there a specific strike you'd like me to do?
Let's do that side kick we were working on.
Side kick. Aya.
Push-ups. All right, let's do 10 push-ups. Ready? Let's do them together. Good. And 1, 2, 3. Make sure you're going all the way down. Try and keep your body flat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9.5, and 10. Whew. Very good. Let's try one more. I'm gonna jump, spin, hook, kick it. So I haven't stretched out yet, so let's see how that goes. Ooh, and we landed on sit-ups. Let's do it. If you're solo, you can do solo ones. I got a partner, so we're gonna do partner sit-ups. Just hook your feet together. You can stick your feet under the couch. You can just leave them flat. We're doing 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost there. 9, and 10. Whew, very good. All right, open your feet up nice and wide. Toes up, knees straight. We're gonna take a big deep breath in and breathe out. We're gonna reach down in the middle and kind of walk your fingers out a little bit. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me see down to your toes. Reaching with both hands. Good, and other way. And other way. We're gonna try one more time, other way. If you can get your body as flat or as close to your leg as possible, that's what we're looking for. Good, both feet out in front. Make sure you're pulling those toes back. If we're stretching like this, it's gonna be a little bit sloppier. So toes back, it's gonna stretch all the muscles, tendons, all that good stuff back here. Down your toes. Good, and the last one is butterfly. So both feet for butterfly. Flap your wings, roll your head, neck around. And another way. And nose your toes. Let's see, reach all the way down. Reach, 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 reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Excellent job. We're gonna stand up. Super speed. Nice, confident. Yes, sir. Ready, get set. And stand up.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Let me see Chimmy stance. Hands, feet together, and bow. In our striking today, we're actually going to be starting with blocks. So we're going to talk about different blocks, and then we're going to work on our turn back kick. So there's 4 kind of basic blocks we want to talk about. We have our high block to start. So let me see. We'll jump into our guarding stance. Nice, confident kios. Ready? And go.
Yeah.
Perfect. So with our high block, we're just worrying about our front hand. Our high block goes above our head. It's got a little bit of an angle. And we want the bottom of your arm facing up. So my palm, I'm kind of palm up and I'm making a fist. It's gonna go straight up. We want a nice straight wrist. We don't want it to bend, okay? So we got a straight wrist over our head. If it's too low, then if a bad guy comes at us, they're still gonna get us. So we gotta keep it up so it hits and then it just slides down and you can wrap it up or do whatever you want with it, okay? So that's our high block. Now our outside block, it's coming outside of our body. So my body's here, it's coming outside. And it's kind of like I'm flexing my muscles. I'm kind of showing my muscles off. Maybe they're punching at me. Do you mind punching at me, Mr. Craig? I'm going to outside block it. Okay? I have another option. I can do an inside block. So an inside block is the opposite of an outside block. It comes into my body. So if Mr. Craig's punching at me, I can also inside block it away from hitting me. Okay? So let's review that real quick. So we have high block. We have outside block. And we have inside block. When I'm going with my outside block, I'm trying to hit with this part of my arm. When I'm inside blocking, hit with this part of my arm. Okay? Outside block, inside block. Last one is down block. So if anything's coming from here to here, we're going to take that hand and swing it down. A little bit of bend in our elbow. Not a whole bunch, but just a little bit. Nice straight wrist. Again. So let's try it high block. And outside block. And inside block. And down block. Now you can do it with this hand, you can do them with this hand. We're actually going to do a kind of a fun little drill to put them together. So let me see your riding stance. We're going to open those feet up. Toes to the front, bend your knees. So let me see your high blocks. So we've got our high blocks up here. We're just kind of doing a double high block so we can practice. We've got high blocks. We've got inside blocks. We've got outside blocks. And down blocks. Okay, so let me see high block. Ooh, let's do it and say it. That way we can remember even better. Ready? And high block.
High block.
Good. Let me see inside block.
Inside block.
Outside block.
Outside block.
Down block.
Down block.
Like, let's try one more time. I'm gonna go a little bit faster. Ready? High block.
High block.
Inside block.
Inside block.
Outside block.
Outside block.
Down block.
Down block.
Very sharp. So those are our blocks. We'll talk a little bit more about them as we go, and we'll kind of use them in a few different instances so that way you're just kind of confident whenever you need to use them. The strike we're gonna do today is our turn back kick. So let's try jumping into our guarding stance one more time. Ready? And go.
Hit.
Perfect. So we're using our back leg for our turn back kick. My bad guys in front of me, maybe they're coming at me, maybe they're going away. A lot of times this is a defensive kick, so we can pretend they're coming at us. I'm gonna turn so I can see my target, but my hips are still facing away. So I'm not turning towards them, I'm just turning my head towards them so I can see what's going on. Then I'm gonna take my leg, my leg that was in the back, so you can pat your back leg, that's the leg we're gonna kick with. Turn my head, find my target. This foot's gonna come up, I'm trying to hit with my heel, so I'm gonna kick it out and bring it back. All right, so that's our back kick. Let's try it together once. So we're here, we're gonna turn, 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 turn. Your hips freeze away from your partner, but you keep looking at them, and then this leg comes up, and kick it back kind of like a donkey would kick. All right, so let's give it a try. We're gonna key on each one. We're gonna do 4 on each side. Ready? We'll go nice and slow. And 1.
Kia.
Kia. Good. 2.
Kia.
Make sure you keep those hands up. A lot of times when we're kicking, those hands start going crazy. And 3.
Kia.
Kia. And 1 more. Ready, go. Kia. Excellent. Let's switch feet.
Yeah.
Same thing, but this time we're turning this direction. So we're turning over our belt towards our back foot so we can see our bad guy. Ready, 1. Turn, 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 and kick. Kia. Good. Let's try it again. Ready, 2.
Yeah.
Kia. A little bit faster. Ready, 3.
Yeah.
And 1 more. Ready, go. Kia. Excellent. Let me see Jimmy stance. Hands, feet together. and bow. That was fantastic. Now we're actually gonna do one more quick drill. Do you mind grabbing a bag for me, Mr. Craig?
Yes, sir.
You guys can use a pillow at home or a stuffed animal, whatever you need to. And we're gonna do just a quick, fun little drill. So my bad guy, Mr. Craig, and I wanna make sure that I'm not hitting him. Now, if you don't have a bad guy, you can just kick whenever I kick, whenever you think we need to kick. But if you have a bad guy, you can just drill at home. I wanna line my back up with the side of the bag, because when I turn, now my leg will be right in the middle, all right? And my goal is to hit him when he's the right distance away. So right now, if I kick, I can't hit him, okay? You mind skipping this way for me a little bit? Right now, I can't hit him. But if I wait too long, and I go, okay, then I just got bad guy. So, I gotta wait until the right amount of time, and I'm gonna try and kick him away. Let's try it together. We'll try 3 times, and then you can always repeat the video over, or do it with your own bad guy at home. Ready? And go. Yeah. Yeah. Also, where do I want to hit on the back? Right in the middle. So the first time I hit him a little bit on the side, it made my bad guy move away, but it would move a lot better if I hit him in the middle. So we got to make sure we're really focused. We have our eyes actually focused on something. One more time. Ready? He's going to go a little bit faster this time. And go. Yeah. Whew. Ooh, I got a little stressed there. That was kind of scary. So, I want you guys to practice at home. Do the best you can. We'll get better every single time. Let me see Chubby stance. Hands, feet together, and bow.
For today's form, we're going to be continuing our work on Kicho. So starting from our Chumbi stance. Let me see, hands in front of you, fists, eyes are forward. We're focused, right, in our Chumbi stance. Remember last time we started with a fold. So let me see, fold those hands. Good, we step back to our front stance. Step back, pivot, bend that front knee for your front stance. And we do our down block. Because the first move we all say, Kia. Let's try it as a team with me here. Let me see, Chumbi stance. Fold your hands, and 1. Kia. Good, from here we aim, we step through, and then the hands switch for that punch. That's step 1 and 2. Let's do it one more time. I want to make sure these are solid. You're never going to forget them, all right? Chumbi, fold, 1, Kia, 2. From here, the hand that just punched comes back. I aim out with the other hand. The front leg here is going to pick up and turn around. Front stance, block, aim, step, punch. Very nice. That's where we ended last time in class. Let's do that one more time, and we're going to look at tagging on 4 more steps today. You guys will do fantastic with them, all right? From Chumbi, fold, 1, Kia, 2, 3, good, 4. All right, so we're following our front leg. So right now, my left leg, your left leg is also in front, right? We're gonna turn that direction. So I'm gonna turn to the front, still in that front stance. I'm gonna down block again. From here, we aim, we step, and we punch. That follows the pattern. The pattern changes a little bit here, okay? We're gonna do more punches. So I just punched, we got 2 more to do. We're gonna step forward, switch the hands and punch, and then one more time, step forward, switch the hands, punch, and this is actually the halfway point in our form, so we're gonna give another Kia as a team. Perfect. All right, we're gonna turn around and do this form nice and slow. I want you guys to follow along with our steps here. Make sure you're doing it with us as we do it, okay? Chumbi, fold, 1, Kia, aim, 2, fold, 3, aim, 4. All right, going that direction towards our starting point. Fold, 1, remember it's down block. After every block comes a punch, step forward, punch. And from here we do 2 more punches. Step forward, punch, step forward, punch, Kia. Very nice. So that is the pattern we're gonna be following in the form Kicho. The great thing about a pattern is it repeats itself, right? So if you can get this first half down today, it'll make the second half that much better. I want you guys to take time to focus on your folds, especially at the beginning, and we'll continue to refine those folds throughout the rest of the form. Make sure you have your directions, left, right, forwards, right? Down block, punch, down block, punch, down block, 3 punches, punch, punch, Kia. Take time to practice now, maybe even after class a few more times before you go to bed at night. Feel confident with your Kicho, and we'll keep learning more. Let me see, Chumbi stance, hands and feet together, and bow. All right, guys, have a seat. Let's cool down for just a second while we talk about our word of the month. Do you remember the word of the month? Josh, do you remember?
Attitude.
Attitude, that's right. So last class we said that even when bad things happen, we still have to have a good attitude, right? Do you guys remember the secret that I told you that to doing that? We want to think before we act, right? If we can think before we act, we're going to make much better decisions, and our attitude is going to get better and better. We have to consciously practice having that good attitude. So today I'm going to describe some situations, and I want you to tell me, number one, how you would feel, and then number two, what you would do to have a good attitude in that situation. All right, so first one, all right, I'll say it, think about it for a second, I'll ask you how it might make you feel, and then I'll ask you what you might do. All right, so you fall down and you hurt your hand, right? You fall and you hit your head and it hurts really bad. How would you feel in that situation? Mr. Alice, how would you feel in that situation?
Not very good. I'd probably be upset. Maybe if I tripped and fell or something, I might be upset at myself. Or I might be sad that my hand is hurting.
Yeah, you might be sad that you got hurt, right? I've had students come to class and they say, "Oh, I have a hurt hand. I can't do that." And number one, safety, right? If you are hurt and a doctor says don't do push-ups, definitely don't do it, right? But sometimes we get a little bit hurt and we think we can't do anything, right? And we stay in that, "Oh no, I got hurt." We have to have a good attitude, right? So what could you do if that happens, right? Whenever we fall, instead of being sad all day, what could we do instead? Mr. Ross, what do you think?
I think the best thing to do would be, instead of getting upset or frustrated, there's not really a lot you can do besides try and get it to feel better. So maybe if you need some Band-Aids, or if you need to ice your hand, or whatever you need to do to help kind of get on the right path, because just sitting on the ground going, my hand, doesn't really help a whole bunch. But if you're able to kind of take steps towards fixing that, then I think that would be a good choice.
Oh yeah, have you guys ever stubbed your toe before? I've stubbed my toe and it hurts, right? And I go, "Oh, my toe," and sometimes I'm still a little bit frustrated after that happens. And I just kind of have that pain from the toe kind of turns into a little bit of frustration in me, but I can't let that anger and that pain kind of go out and make me have a bad day or get more upset at other things, right? We have to kind of let that go. So I like to just do something kind of fun, right? And you almost start to forget that you hurt your toe or that you hurt your hand, right? Because you're having so much fun, you forget about the pain and the fun kind of takes over. And that's what we want, right? Is to all have fun and all be happy. So even when a bad thing happens, maybe balance that out by doing something you enjoy. Forget about the bad, let's focus on the positive and have good attitudes. All right, remember, when I say attitude is, you say everything. When I say pick a, you say good one. Attitude's everything, so we need to pick a good one. Ready? Attitude is
Everything.
Pick a
Good one.
Awesome job, guys. Let's get back up and go.
Today we're going to be working on our break falls. We're going to work on a backwards break fall and a sideways break fall. That way, while we are practicing our takedowns, we're not getting hurt, because that would be a bummer. So first thing we're just going to work on is just what is break fall. So if I push Mr. Craig and he falls down, he wants to break fall so he doesn't get hurt. We don't want him to just flop like a pancake. That would be a bummer. That would hurt a lot. So this way we can stay safe. We learned our rules. Now, why would we not roll? And a lot of our takedowns, if somebody's holding on to you, it's pretty hard to roll. And if they throw you flat on your back, there's no real great way to roll. So a break fall is the move we use. Let's do a backwards break fall, which is the easiest kind. So we're going to just squat down. If you don't mind, maybe going sideways for me, Mr. Craig, that would be awesome. So we're squatting down just like this. You can do it from standing, because you're probably going to get thrown from standing. You're probably not walking around like this and a bad guy comes out. But this is the best way to learn. So we're going to hit hips, shoulders, hands, just like we did with our backwards roll. Our head's not going to hit the ground, but we're going to stay there. So it's going to go hips, so you just sit down, then shoulders, then hands. You're going to hit both hands on the side of the body. They're staying pretty close. We're not like airplane arms, just like this. And then you can bring your hands up, you can get your feet up, just in case there's a bad guy. Whatever you got to do is great. So let's try that again. So I'm here. We're going hips, shoulders, hands, no head. So hips, shoulders, hands. Just like that, and then you can get up and pick a side. Whatever you got to do is great. Okay? If we try that from standing up, we're here, we get taken down, we go hips, shoulders, hands, and then we'll get back up. All right? Now, the reason we need to know this, like I said, is if we do a takedown and you default correctly. So I'm just going to take Mr. Craig down. We'll just do a double leg, and you can kind of see how he falls. The nice thing about this is our head doesn't hit the ground, and it's the best way to hit so that we get the least amount of injuries, if that makes sense. So if I double leg Mr. Craig, he's going to go straight back. And hopefully that was on camera. Perfect. And he break falls, and that way he doesn't smash his head. Your hands help disperse all the energy of your body hitting the ground. Okay? So that's our backwards break fall. The other one we want to work on is our sideways break fall. So not all the time. If I do a double leg, you're going straight back, but sometimes there's other variations. There's a lot of different takedowns where you land on your side. And so doing a break fall like this wouldn't work. So we need to learn our sideways break fall. So we'll kind of do the same thing. We'll start here. And a lot of times we'll get our foot swept, something like that, or we'll get our foot blocked and we'll fall to the side. So we're gonna pretend like our foot's getting swept. So you're just gonna pick it up. If you wanna put your hands down, that's great. We're gonna go hips, shoulders, hand. Okay, your other hand's right here. You can kick the bad guy if you need to. Keep your head off the ground. All right, let's try it one more time. And I'm gonna go the other way. So my foot comes out, hips, shoulder, hand, break fall. All right, nothing too crazy there. Same thing if you're standing up. So if I'm here and I get my foot swept out from under me, it's gonna go hips, shoulders, hand, just like that. All right. So for an example, if I sweep Mr. Craig, and I sweep his foot out, he's gonna land on the side. Okay. That's gonna keep us as safe as possible. What I want you guys to do is you can practice your forwards rolls and backwards rolls still, but I really need you to go through those break falls backwards and sideways so that we can learn some more cool takedowns where we can throw each other and put each other down and we're being safe. You gotta learn these first so that you can do the cool takedowns later. So let's practice, 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 and then next week we'll get some takedowns. So let me see shimmy stance. Hands, feet together, and bow. In our game today, we're going to be working on our blocks and then also our counters. So counters just whatever happens right after the block. If you just block all day, you'll eventually get hit. So you have to block and strike back. So we're going to work first on our blocks. We have our high block, outside, inside, and down block. So when he says high block, we'll go high block. When he says outside block, we'll outside, inside, and down. We're going to start with Mr. Craig. He's got a noodle. If you don't have a partner at home, you can just do whatever I'm doing. So if he swings like that, then you will do a high block when I do a high block. And then we'll kind of get harder from there. So he'll say it, we'll do the action, we'll do it for 10 seconds, and then we'll get harder and harder and harder as we go. So let's just use our front hand today, and we'll do the block that he tells us to.
High block, outside block, inside block, down block, outside, high, down, inside, outside, inside.
And break. Very good. So we got it. Now, what if, our bad guy's not going to go punch, right? They're going to just punch at us. So we need to be able to see those markers. So if Mr. Craig goes like this, we know he's going to do a high block. Well, how do we know that? We're watching our opponent's body language. Now, we're going to exaggerate it at first, and we'll get easier and easier, or harder and harder as we go. So we're going to try the same drill one more time. Again, you can do it at home with whoever, or if you want to do it with us, that's great. But I need to be able to see what he's doing, and I'm going to try and do the correct block. He's not going to say anything. I have to watch it to see what to do. Okay? And break. So you might also notice, what if it comes like this? Well, you block it like that, okay? So wherever it needs to go, here, wherever it needs to go, it can go. We just have to be able to see where our bad guy's coming from. We're going to change it into not just a blocking drill, but a block and a counter drill. So if you don't mind grabbing that pad for Mr. Craig, what's gonna happen is he's gonna do a block, and then he's gonna present a target. So what that kind of symbolizes is if there's a bad guy and they punch, and I block it right now, there's a big area right here that's not protected, so I can block that punch and counter. So it's going to be the same thing here. He's going to throw a strike, I'm going to try and block it, and I'm going to hit the pad, and I'm going to hit it however it's presented. If it's here like this, great, maybe I could punch, maybe I could kick. If it's presented like this, then I might have to block and roundhouse. If it's, whatever direction it is, my job is to figure out how am I going to hit it, okay, and to take advantage of that. So we're going to start super slow, and I want you guys to do it with us. We're ready, get set, and go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Now, we're going to make this one last step harder, because our partners are going to move. okay? Because a real bad guy's gonna be moving backwards, forward, side to side. So I need to stay in correct range. So whenever I need to stay essentially this far apart so I can actually hit my partner. Now, if he swings, ideally I want to evade, but we're going to pretend today that I can't. I have to block, and I need to hit him. So I need to be in the correct range. If I'm too far away, I won't be able to hit back. If that makes sense. So we'll move around a little bit. I want you guys to try and do it with us. Ready, get set, and go. Kia! 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 And Kia! Did you guys see that kick? You went flying backwards. So I want you guys to practice that. This is a great drill to do at home. Like I said, if you have somebody that can swing something at you and also can hold the pillow at the same time, you have a great partner. So you can work on that. And the better you get at that, the better your reaction time is going to be in your sparring and taking advantage of openings and things like that. So great job today. Let me see Chumi stance. Hands, feet together, and bow.